Okay, guys, here we go. If they open fire on us, I'm taking off the kid gloves and letting them have it. Daphne, get ready with those lightning bolts. Travis, get ready to use your dragon flame if they get close enough, which I doubt they will.
Okay, I haven't even tried flying or breathing fire, so I'm hoping it's something instinctual. But no time like the present to try it out.
I've discovered I can convert to a bunch of different forms, so I'm going to transform into a small gecko and go past them. Then attack them as a dinosaur from behind. If you two can stage a frontal attack, we can surprise them from both sides.
I think this is where we stop trying to play Mr. Nice Guy and go into war mode. We've all been in battles before, so this is no different. Only different weapons.
Okay, here they come. They're getting close enough for you to attack, Travis. Just melt their weapons before they can shoot you.
Okay, guys, I'm in position. Let's hit it.
I know we preferred not to have casualties, but this is all-out war that we're facing now. We have to stop this before it starts.
Guys, I just got a message from General Ross. They want us to get out of here now. They're afraid that they may blow this up rather than it fall into enemy hands. So we're in grave danger if we stay down here. Let's get out now.
What about the troops they were supposed to be sending?
They've arrived. We're supposed to meet them near the beach. We just have to figure out where that is.
I know exactly where it is and the fastest way to get there. There is only one area near here where they could land a boat or a helicopter, so I imagine that's where they are. Just follow me.
Glad you guys made it. I have some supplies that base has sent you. New doses of serum as well as new uniforms. Bulletproof, fireproof, everything proof basically.
Nice. And jungle green even. We'll make it much easier to hide when we need to.
Yeah, and it even covers our boobs for once.
I kind of liked showing mine off, haha. But it will be much better having myself covered so I don't have to worry about a bullet penetrating my chest.
Good thing Henry is no longer with us. He'd be so disappointed in these new uniforms. He was always staring at Moira's boobs.
Just Moira's? I think he was staring at all of us. Also, I guess I'm no longer Wasp Woman. I am Firefly. I guess I'm going to have a bunch of new abilities, but I'm not sure what they all are. They gave me a brief explaining all of it, which I'll have to read later when I have time.
Alright, here's what General Ross wants from all of us. First off, your group is getting a new commander. Let me introduce Marina Ondine, your new commander.
Marina Ondine, you serious? Wow, talk about an upgrade. No offense to Jack or Jerry.
Wow. Very glad to meet you, Marina. I'm sure all of us have heard a lot about you. You have quite the reputation.
Thanks, guys. I've heard a lot about this team as well, which is why I volunteered to join it. Something you may not be aware of, but this group has been designated to specifically be a jungle unit, mostly because of the success you've had. Plus, Cobra Girl's knowledge and growing up in the jungle is a major factor.
I have grown up here, but I am unfamiliar with other jungles such as the Amazon. I do know the Congo well, however.
But a lot of your knowledge and skills will translate to the other jungles as well. There are a lot of things going on right now in a lot of different places all over the world.
Guys, you have to admit it beats being up in the Arctic and freezing our butts off.
Yep, as long as you can handle the heat, humidity, mosquitoes, and predators.
I'm not too worried about predators when I can change into a dinosaur. Not many predators are going to mess with that.
They're not going to want to mess with a dragon either.
I think I'm really going to enjoy working with you guys. I realize I'm the one with the reputation, but I'm honestly in awe of you guys. I've been on some missions with other hybrid teams, but this team is by far the cream of the crop.
Been a lot of changes since we first started. Was all guys in the beginning, but I have to admit, we were much more limited in what we could do. This team now is on a completely different level.
I've had a lot of conversations with Jack, and he speaks so highly of all of you. I also talked to Jerry a few times. I kind of feel sorry for him because I think he could be a very good leader. He just needs a little bit more seasoning.
Well, you are definitely well-seasoned from all that we've heard. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
So, I have a question. We were ordered to get out of the lab because they were afraid they were going to blow it up. Are we going to confirm that?
That's our first order of business. I'm not sure where they got that information, But I find it really hard to believe they're going to blow that up just to spite us. They have a ton of money invested in their structures.
That was my thought also. It took a lot of work and money to construct what they have there. We never made it past the entrance door. All we did was go down the tunnel and then get shot at.
Honestly, I don't think they're going to try that tactic again. I think they learned that's not going to work. They ended up suffering a lot of casualties.
One of my main objectives is that we don't do anything that causes us to face the same fate. I don't want any casualties on our end.
So what about the troops that have been sent to assist? What's their next move, and how are they going to assist us?
If the enemy hasn't destroyed their own lab, and I can pretty much bet that's not going to happen, then the plan is that the troops are going to storm the tunnel. However, they're going to need us to gain entry. We have a lot of options as far as how we can get past the entry door.
Marina, I can lead the group back there if you'd like. I know this jungle like the back of my hand.
Thank you, Mimbali. All right, gang. Let's go kick some butt.
Butt-kicking mode engaged. Let's roll, guys.
The buttons to open and close the lid are right here. Marina, let me know when you want me to open it.
The troops are on the way and should be here shortly. Catherine, I'm going to have you attempt to melt the door. Then the troops can storm the inside of the lab.
Oh, I'll do a lot more than attempt to melt it. Consider it melted already. Even I don't know exactly what I'm capable of, but I know I can generate a hot and intense enough flame that no door can stay standing after I'm done.
Keep in mind that I can spew a little flame myself. Not nearly as hot and destructive as Cat, but I'll be a good backup just in case.
Okay, the troops will be here in 5 minutes, so we'll just sit tight until they get here. To be honest, I'm really surprised at how elaborate the setup is here. They must be generating a lot of money with their operations.
The one thing that concerns me is their use of the resources in the Congo that they're using to implement their plans. There isn't an unlimited supply of the flowers they're using to make the drugs. Also, we need the flowers to concoct the serum we need constantly, so our own survival is at stake as well.
So while we're here waiting, I have another question for Marina. Marina, what are your main abilities and powers? I know you're based on a mythical creature like myself, but I'm not familiar with what a Charybdis is. That's a new one on me.
The Charybdis was a mythical creature with power over water, even the moisture in the air. I can create whirlpools, waves, or even water-based barriers for defense. As far as aquatic abilities, I can swim at hyperspeed and also breathe underwater. I can create bursts of extreme pressure, either to crush objects or to disorient opponents. In fact, I might be able to just destroy the entrance door and blow it away. But I don't really want to damage whatever is on the inside. So I think at this point, having Catherine melt it is a better option.
I hate to sound overconfident, but I don't see any way this team could ever be defeated. I mean, a nuclear blast could do it, but that's about it.
Yeah, and we know that's not going to happen. You're right, though. We don't want to be too overconfident. That could turn deadly if we don't exercise the proper caution. I don't think that will be a problem with this group, though. You guys are all pretty intelligent and battle-tested.
Here come the troops. Just let me know when you want me to open the entrance lid.
Okay, we're in place. You guys have already been in there and know what the deal is, so we'll follow your lead.
Okay, I'm the point person, so follow me, dudes. Bali, go ahead and open the hatch, or lid, or whatever it is. We're ready to rumble. Okay, guys, y'all need to stand back and then wait for my signal to enter. After the door melts, the ground is also going to be red hot, so we need to wait for it to cool down a bit before going in.
That loses the element of surprise. But I also don't want to endanger the men.
Guys, we have incoming. Looks like military or militia choppers. Probably gonna be a ground attack also. I'm turning dragon and taking to the air.
Man, you guys are no joke. I'll be honest though, the capabilities they've given you guys makes you pretty much unstoppable. It would literally take an entire army to take you down. And even then, I'm not sure it could be done. It rather worries me how far they're going to take this.
All of the ethical considerations is something we've been dealing with from the beginning. I've been involved in all of that since this idea was first proposed. Everything is still in the experimental stages at this point. No permanent decisions have been made as yet. But the thing is, the success the teams have had is gonna make it pretty damn tough to just scrap the whole thing.
Look, I'm not saying I don't appreciate you guys, but if technology like this were to fall into the wrong hands, the ramifications could be severe.
That's one thing we've been trying to find out. Our intel says that they are developing anti-hybrid technology, but that doesn't make sense to me. In my mind, the common sense thing would be to attempt to duplicate it. And honestly, I think that's what they're doing.
Daphne, I also disagreed with their assessment. I'm totally with you on this. It would make much more sense to develop the same technology to combat the American hybrids. Developing an anti-hybrid technology makes no sense to me. For one thing, how would they distribute it? It just makes more sense that they would take our technology and attempt to develop it further.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about, and that's what really concerns me. But I'm not in charge and have no say in anything, so it is what it is. It will definitely be interesting to see how this all plays out.
So, what are your plans from here? Are you going to stay here and assist, or were you sent here just for the specific mission of destroying the lab?
Originally, we were just supposed to help destroy the lab. But we were unaware of the militia and military involvement in the area, which we've seen firsthand now, so we're going to go do some scouting and see what we can find.
Be really careful, though, if you're going to do that. They'll have booby traps set up, landmines planted, things of that nature, especially near any of their facilities. Your best bet is to stay close to the river where there isn't as much cover for their toys.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you, Cobra. I've been told you are from here and grew up in the Congo. Your knowledge and experience is extremely valuable to the team if that's the case.
Yes, this is where I grew up. But in all of my trips into the jungle, I've never seen any armies or other people who don't belong there. But I've never ventured this far into the jungle before. Also, be aware that there are creatures in this part of the jungle that you might not believe exist.
Oh, really? Like what kind of creatures?
Oh, like dinosaurs, including pterodactyls, giant lizards, giant spiders, that kind of fun stuff.
I can show you a dinosaur, although he's not very big. Come here, Nkita. Come to Mbali.
Wow. I've never seen anything like that. Those kind of creatures exist here?
Are you seriously telling me that they never briefed you on that? I think that's a rather important point to get across.
Yep, that's what I'm telling you. I guess they didn't think that was important enough to make it known. I'm glad at least you guys let me know so we can watch out.
If you're going to trek along the river, you might end up running into Mokoli Mbembe. That's a river dinosaur that goes up and down the Likwala River. He's okay, though. If you're nice enough, she might even let you ride her.
How do you know it's a she?
I asked her. And, yeah, I can communicate with other lizard-based creatures, which includes dinosaurs.
Wow. The things I'm learning from you guys, this all is kind of freaking me out, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to bid you good day. We've got some scouting to do. Take care and stay safe, okay?
You as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again soon.